we have Rumble. So welcome. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt, and I'm so excited to bring to you the news during the opening of the Lionsgate portal. If you recall, I told you guys that August the 8th is a very significant date. It's a highly anticipated day, as it is very, very spiritual. So according to the ancient Egyptians, this day is not only spiritual, but it's magical, and you are able to manifest all of your desires. And I told you guys to expect some major news to be announced on August the 8th. So let me just take a pause and welcome you all here. I don't see anybody in the chat yet. I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard, but it's okay. Come on in and let everybody know where you're hailing from. So what is the Lionsgate portal? The Lionsgate portal is the time when the sun in Leo is in alignment with Sirius, Orion's belt, and Earth. And this alignment of the planets or of the stars is very, very significant anciently, because they said that this was a time when the galactic family would travel from other dimensions onto Earth. So this alignment of planets caused a portal to be open, and it caused a major amount of energy to surge from different realms onto the Earth's atmosphere. And many people in ancient Egyptian cultures and other cultures would use this time to manifest or bring into their reality their desires. So this has been going on for millennia, where people have said it's a high time. So the Lionsgate portal actually opens on July the 28th, and it closes around August the 11th, or some say August the 12th. So between July 28th and August the 11th is a time, again, when the galactic beings would travel down from many dimensions onto the planet and teach the humans culture, civilization, etc. And you heard about that from ancient African tribes that talked about being from Sirius B, being from other planets, and having received this information from the ancients or from the galactic family. So again, this opening started on July 28th and closed around August the 11th and the 12th, but August the 8th is the highest day, because that's when you're at the pinnacle of all of this energy flooding the planet, and you're supposed to harness this energy to do certain things, to do certain rituals like lighting candles, saying mantras, dancing, or whatever, to help stir up the energy and manifest your realities. So this particular year, though, of 2024 is a very, very powerful year, because you have 3 8s that are resonating on a high vibrational frequency. So you have August, which is the 8th month, you have the 8th day, which is a couple of days ago, and you have the 8th year. So when you add 2024 together, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. Now, why are we excited about all of these 8s? 3 8s being very, very powerful, resonating on such a high vibrational frequency, is because the 8 represents power, prosperity, and abundance. So we are to expect power, prosperity, and abundance in this year. And what I said to you all on August the 8th, early in the morning, was that we're going to have some type of major announcement. And let me tell you, we were right. Of course, you guys knew we were right? So what happened? The XRP case against the Security Exchange Commission was victorious. So for all of you all who are into digital assets and you understand that digital assets will be used in the new global financial reality, then you know this was a major, major victory. Because the SEC had unjustly attacked Ripple and other digital assets, but it was ruled that XRP is not a security on the secondary markets. So XRP will be used as a commodity, a digital asset, like money. So in this new reality, we'll be using digital assets, gold, silver, and our new currency that's backed by gold, silver, palladium, platinum, and other assets. So this was a major victory for those of us who are ready for this financial system to collapse. Now, speaking of a financial system collapsing, you all saw that on Monday, we woke up to what? a stock market crash. Remember, we've been saying this for some time, and we've heard Andy Schectman, the CEO and owner of Miles Franklin, say it too. You're going to go to sleep on a Sunday night, wake up Monday morning to a whole new reality. And what we discovered was that the Japanese stock market had crashed, and this had affected the entire global markets. As a matter of fact, not only did it impact the entire global markets, but $2 trillion $2 trillion actually left the United States stock market. It was wiped off the market, $2 trillion. Now we do see a rebounding of the markets because most markets correct themselves. However, this is just an indication of what is to come. We all know that there's going to be a stock market collapse because the dollar is crashing. And when we see the dollar crashing, then all dollar denominated assets, anything attached to the dollar, will crash too. This is a part of Project Sandman or Operation Sandman, about which I've been speaking since 2017, 2018. And Operation Sandman, or some people call it Project Sandman, was an agreement between 209 nations that when triggered, when it's time, they would simultaneously drop the dollar, and then the dollar would plummet to near zero, and all dollar denominated assets would do the same. Now, Jim Rickards, an economist, came in on the heels of this announcement of Project Sandman, which was a soft announcement because most people didn't even know about it until we started talking about it, that when you see all of these countries drop the dollar and the dollar freeze to near zero and all dollar denominated assets plummet to zero, he said that you will see something called a ICE 9 scenario, and that's where everything will freeze. So what is this trigger that caused 209 nations to drop the dollar? We've talked about this many times, but for many of you who haven't been following me for a while, that trigger of all nations stopping with using the dollar for trade was Vladimir Putin. So I can speak freely now. I'm on Rumble. I've been on Rumble for some time, but it wasn't that active. I'm not on YouTube, so I can speak freely. Vladimir Putin went over to Ukraine to clean out the deep underground military bases and to expose all of the criminal activity and trafficking that was going on in Ukraine, the drug trafficking, sex trafficking, human trafficking, child trafficking, all type of trafficking. When Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, exposed that, then some of that information, of course, went to James Comer. James Comer is the chair of the House Oversight Committee here in the United States. And James Comer had been saying, I'm going to expose Joseph Robinette Biden and the Biden crime family, and I'm going to show you all the nefarious activities that they have been engaged in. Well, Vladimir Putin exposing what was going on in the deep underground military bases in the Ukraine was very monumental because that information, again, went to James Comer, and you can look at the House Oversight Committee's website and see all the evidence against Joseph Robinette Biden and how he and his crime family have been in cahoots with the Ukrainian mafia and the CCP, or the Chinese Communist Party. Vladimir Putin exposed all of that. And when he did, Joseph Robinette Biden, the 46th resident or president of the United States Incorporated, put sanctions on Vladimir Putin. And all that did was incense Vladimir Putin in one way and excited him in another way, because he said, you know what, I'm sick of you all always sanctioning presidents or entities when we go against the United States Incorporated. So he was incensed in that form, but ecstatic in another form because it gave him the opportunity to stop trading with the United States dollar. They put sanctions on Vladimir Putin, and he just said, that's okay. I'll use my own Russian ruble, my own currency for trade. And in that year, 2022, the Russian ruble became the strongest performing currency in the whole world. Then Vladimir Putin led the BRICS coalition. Remember, because he comes from Russia. BRICS is a part of Russia. He led the entire BRICS coalition to do the same thing, to stop trading with the United States dollar and use their own currencies backed by gold and other precious metals for trade. So that was Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa that Vladimir Putin inspired to stop trading the United States dollar and stop getting oil from Saudi Arabia and use their own currencies for trade. Once that happened, Saudi Arabia said, wait, hold on. Stop the presses. What are y'all doing?